This is Greg, aka Crazy G in the G Spot from WSUR and New England Concert Reviews, and I am sitting here at Mayhem with none other than J-Mann.
Yes, sir, man.
Vocalist for the band Mushroomhead.
This is probably the closest I've ever been to the G Spot. I'm always looking, but you know, I'm just kidding.
Welcome and thanks for taking the time to talk to us. What's going on, man?
Just been on the Mayhem tour. This is, we're about 4 or 5 weeks into it now, so we're about halfway. It's been awesome. The bands are phenomenal. They're putting on great shows. Everyone's starting to hang out. We've been doing this for, you know, enough weeks to where some camaraderie is developing. Everyone's starting to get to know each other. Every night there's a new party, you know, so it's been a lot of fun, and I couldn't think of a better way to spend my summer.
Cool. Mushroomhead has been around for over 20 years.
Yeah.
What has the journey been like for you and the band to this point?
Every day it's a new story, you know what I mean? We've seen a lot of things change. You know, when we started recording, we recorded analog on 2-inch tape. When we first put out our demos, we used to have to like record cassette to cassette in real time, to where it was like if you had a 30-minute record, it took you 30 minutes to make one. Now it's like CD burners, they take 3 minutes, you can make a record in your basement. So I guess the technology has probably changed the most, but you know, the fans, hardcore music lovers, they haven't changed. There's passions of it.
The newest CD, The Righteous and the Butterfly, is exceptional and vicious.
Thank you.
What was the plan going into the making of this CD?
Well, this is my first record back with the band, and since they put out the last 2 records, so it was welcoming to come back, and it was exciting to work on. We've got 2 new members that were crucial to the writing of the album. But I think most importantly, what really brought us back together was we had lost people crucial to the Mushroomhead family. One being our original guitar player, his name was Righteous, and our photographer, also our drummer's wife, Vanessa, who is the butterfly in that time. And unfortunately, they passed away way before their time. And so I think, you know, we approached it as kind of a tribute to them and a testament to the band, you know. And I think that's maybe what has made it different than other records, was the fact that we wanted to kind of make a monument to their memory.
Oh, that's awesome. This CD is explosive. One of my favorite tracks off this CD is Devils Be Damned.
I like that.
What went into writing that particular song?
Well, it was a song that, this is the first record Waylon and I have done together, and it was a song, we really wanted a song that kind of showcased, people would wonder how we worked together, so we kind of wanted to have a song that was almost like a tag team song, you know what I mean? Like, you know, pass the baton back and forth. Let's show these people, not only can we be on the same song, but we can finish each other's lines, you know what I mean? We can literally trade word for word. Let's show them just how close we are and silence any skepticism about whether
Mushroomhead's creativity is overflowing with vulgarity in every phase. QWERTY is a song that resembles that statement. How did this song come about?
QWERTY is a song that we're heavily influenced by, like, movie soundtracks. We like to approach our stage show as almost being like a movie, very cinematic. So we listen to people like Angelo Badalamenti. He did a lot of the Twin Peaks stuff. People like Danny Elfman that have worked a lot with, you know, on like things like Nightmare Before Christmas. So we wanted kind of that cinematic feel, that creepy circus sound. And lyrically, it's so vicious because it's kind of a commentary on basically this American, you know, war on terror and this false patriotism and all that kind of shit. So.
No, hey, I'll tell you, man, everything on this CD is amazing, and Son of Seven is a track that exudes pure metal force. What was the band looking for musically with that track?
I think one of the things that stands out the most about that song would be the lead guitar playing, and that's something that the band never really had, was like guitar solos or like flashy guitars. And in this day and age, with the, you know, you see a band like Avenged Sevenfold, which I'm sure you'll see later, you know, there's just phenomenal guitar dynamics and things like that happening, and that was something we never really incorporated. And I have a guitar player now, his name is Church, and he's just one of the greatest guitar players I've ever had the opportunity to work with, and I guess that song is kind of a showcase for him.
Your musical influences are widely vast, from Pantera to Faith No More to Pink Floyd. Are there any other artists that add to the creativity of Mushroomhead?
I think basically everything we grew up on. I mean, obviously, just even visually, we grew up. We've been around 20 years, so we're kids of the '70s. So we were influenced by Alice Cooper concerts and Kiss concerts. You know, we were influenced by GWAR, who came along in like the '80s and did a lot of great stuff. Even the early Marilyn Manson stuff. So, I mean, those are visual influences. Musically, I think anytime you get 9 members in a band, you're going to have a wide variety. So we like everything from hip hop to jazz. Like, I love John Coltrane and Miles Davis, but I always love Eric B. and Rakim too. You know? So,
how do you incorporate other styles of music into Mushroomhead's style of music?
I don't really think it's a conscious thing. I think getting back to all the wide variety of influences we have, it's kind of subconsciously there, you know. We don't really set out to just write a certain style of song. It's getting back to serving the song and whatever kind of feels natural, you know, and challenging.
Awesome. Even though Mayhem has relatively just started, what is it like being on this ticket and playing this festival?
It's actually, you know, I've had the opportunity to play quite a few festivals, and this is by far my favorite so far. Like getting back to the band camaraderie, the versatility in the bands. I mean, anytime that you could see a young band like Upon a Burning Body right next to, you know, a legend like Ice-T and Body Count, and then like, you know, death metal legends, Cannibal Corpse, and then you can come to the main stage and you can see Korn, and they do what they've been doing so well for 25 years, and then Avenged Sevenfold puts on a hell of a show with the pyrotechnics and their professionality. So it's really cool to see such a wide variety, and I think it's opening a lot of young fans' mind. Like someone that might come here specifically to see one band, I think a lot of these bands are going to win new fans over because it's put together so well.
Do you or any of the other members find the creating or writing process getting any easier with experience and time, or do you still run into stumbling blocks here and there? And if so, what corrections do you make to eliminate that block?
Well, I would think that it really comes down to the motivation behind a song. If you're trying to write a hit song, or if a record label tells you we have to have a song, then it's going to be a little more difficult. I mean, the best music comes, I don't want to say effortlessly, because a lot of work goes into it, but you put all the work into your craft, and once you have your craft mastered, then you can. It's a lot easier to write songs, because you could write them for the right reasons and from the right like passion inside of you, you know. So anything forced, anything required, it's kind of like if your teacher gives you homework at school, you're not going to want to do it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if you're doing your homework on the playground and it's, say, skateboarding, or it's playing baseball or whatever, it's something you do by choice, it's going to be a lot better, and you're going to be a lot better at it. So it really comes down to choice instead of necessity.
Awesome. Now, I got to ask you this. I had a phone interview with Skinny a couple weeks ago on WSUR, my show. Awesome. And I'm going to ask you the same thing.
Okay.
The masks. Yeah. You guys have developed them through the years.
Yes.
Did you guys put your own? Are those creations of your own inner?
Yeah, they're definitely, I would say, extensions of everyone's personality. Everyone kind of had a say in their mask and kind of, you know, a specific kind of motivation behind it. This is my first time wearing a mask, so this is my first mask. And for example, when I talked to the guy that makes the mask, he was like, "What do you want?" And I told him I wanted something kind of like a helmet, like, you know, a warrior helmet. And I kind of gave him as an example the 300 movie, if you've ever seen that. Yeah. Because I thought it would work well with the open mouth, the way the mask is shaped, you know. So mine was kind of based out of that, and a lot of it had to do with necessity, because I have to sing, so I need like an open spot to be able to, you know, be vocal. And so that was behind mine, and everyone's probably got a story behind theirs. I don't know them all.
Well, they're pretty elaborate.
Yeah,
I mean, they're obviously, they take
they're
some
improving
time.
as well. Like you said, it's a constant evolution.
I mean, I'm looking at you right now, and I'm like, man, that thing is so wild. Quoting from the band's bio, and excuse me, this will be the last question. I know you're very busy. Quoting from the band's bio, even though Mushroomhead's music is rock-leaning in thought, the group remains firmly committed to pushing the envelope and trying new things. Do you think the band has achieved pushing that envelope to the top, or is there much more to be conquered by Mushroomhead in the future?
Well, I'd like to think that this band is a constant evolution. I would hope that there is more to conquer in the future, because that's kind of what keeps it exciting. You know, it's kind of like, you know, a scientist looking for an undiscovered planet. You know what I mean? As soon as you say that there's only 9 planets, then all of a sudden the universe got boring. But if you think there may be another, and it might take you years, and you might be wrong. But the search is probably, you know, the best part about the journey.
Awesome. Well, listen, J-Man, I want to thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me at the G-Spot, right?
No problem, man. I wish you the best. I wish you the best with Mushroomhead, and I hope to hear some more killer shit from you guys through these shows.
Thank you, man. I promise we'll deliver, man.
All right, cool.
Nice to meet you, man. Thank you.